Here's 100 times that idiot drivers were taught a lesson by cops that they won't soon forget. Hopefully. It might have taken a while, but this speeder eventually has to pay. Why would you even try to run a red light when you see all these flashing lights sitting around? You know what's dumber? Not clicking that subscribe button to see more dumb drivers.
It's fun, and there's plenty of outdoor entertainment to do. Starting.
When you see a solid line in the road, you're generally not supposed to cross it. You can see this white car pull out in front of a cop, and that's never going to work out for anyone. This is why you should always have a dash cam. If you don't, I link the best one in the video description. If you thought this guy was going to give up, you thought wrong. It's always satisfying when you see the colorful lights come on after watching an idiot pull off a risky move. Sometimes when you trap someone from escaping, they have to make their own escape. This is a prime example. Delayed justice is still justice, and somehow this cop is able to catch up to this speeder.
Available right there, you know? The same thing with one window.
Where are you in such a hurry to get to that you speed like that in the right lane of all places?
Built, you know? So I could see window becoming more busy when it comes to the highways and stuff like that. Because of those, you know, upcoming things chasing.
Take the Interstate 295 north exit on the right toward Interstate 295, New Jersey Turnpike.
He stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped it, you see?
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the middle lane isn't meant for you to pass slow people. I could be wrong, but the cop going after them says otherwise. So, I can count 4 red lights that this trucker is ignoring. So that's 4 infractions, right?
Oh, clearly he doesn't. Oh boy.
Wow,
These guys have no idea that there's a straight shaper up ahead.
What is going on here?
A little road rage up there apparently between the van and that truck.
Red and blue lights in the distance still count as instant karma when you know exactly who they went after.
In the far right lane, he's speeding up. Let's see if he gets him. Oh, he got him! Oh shit, that is instant just.
Even with a green light, that doesn't give the left turners the right of way. Watch out for those unmarked cars too. Pretty sure you're not supposed to be using the bus lane to cut the line of traffic.
Oh, that was a bad move. Oh, come on. Yes! Yes!
If the truck had been 2 seconds later, this would have been way worse than it was. Hey, this guy obviously ran a red light, but he did it from the weirdest lane considering he wanted to turn. Why is it so hard to wait your turn at a red light? Hey, 2 for 1 special, and it's Florida too. No big surprise there. This dude is bobbing and weaving in a Ford Explorer. Those things aren't meant to be agile like that. Shoulder drivers are the worst, but what are the chances that this same driver would catch the truck in the afternoon and at night during the accident? They probably didn't see any end in sight with the cross traffic, but it would have still been better to wait than to get a ticket.
懟佢，懟佢，懟佢。差佬，差佬都甩你，差佬。
They really left this driver no room to react and hardly any warning. Luckily, this cop spotted him. Actually, this one is even more of a close call. He almost got sandwiched with the oncoming traffic.
Well, I would say, Jesus. Did you see that coming?
Oh, yeah.
This is the kind of karma that I wish we had more of. This guy just kept passing everyone.
Now we break, boy. Oh man, I want to do it so bad.
I know this intersection might look a little confusing, but I'm pretty sure you can turn left here.
You just killed an intruder.
What makes some of these even worse is the fact that these idiots just have to look around to spot the cop.
That's the SAS way. But we can't hide that. We could take Kate and Jade someplace else. Taylor shook his head. Better if they...
All of these convenient cops make these all the more satisfying to watch. Another one who barely qualifies as running a red light. I'd say it was an orange light, for sure. Passing on the right while speeding is insane. How fast are you going that the fast lane isn't fast enough to pass? Leave it to the BMW driver to lose their patience and run a red light. They tried to run a cop off of the highway. You know that they're about to lose their license. Another one that barely counts, but I guess that's just bad luck. Is it really that hard just to wait your turn? Obviously, no one is going anywhere fast. Not sure that cop car is really going to be able to catch up, but he gets credit for trying. This couldn't have been timed any better than it was. Fantastic. Okay, obviously the dump truck shouldn't have ran the red light, but what sort of crossing was this cyclist making? At least this speeder had the common decency to use their turn signal. I'm not sure that there is actually a law against this, but I'm pretty sure this is the definition of a moving violation. Someone is going the wrong way here, and I'm pretty sure it's the one with the bright headlights in our face. I really thought that was an ambulance at first, but clearly we all learned something here. This one wasn't even close. I was actually worried that the cop wasn't going to turn on his lights. Look, if you're going to cut me off like that, at least have the decency to put the pedal to the metal and not just sit in front of me like a confused turtle.
Listeners and loafing on this black nigga stop snoring. Crack open this.
This might be the southern part of me, but who tries to pass someone illegally in a snowstorm when the roads are completely covered? I wouldn't even be on the road. Another one that's not even close. You can't even argue that it was yellow when you pass the line. Personal space. Please social distance your car back into its lane instead of mine. Okay, so this Prius wanted to be a speed demon and sped through the school zone for a moment. That's the only time a Prius will be caught speeding. So this white car decided not to wait in line anymore, but they're about to get a lesson in patience.
Chapter 47. So much for thinking I have the advantage. Her eyes flare like she's come to the same conclusion as we circle each other, and then...
Just to put it into perspective, our driver and the cop were already speeding, so this fool was ultra speeding. One quick glance, and they could have spotted this cop waiting at the same red light that they blew through. Shoulder drivers who cut in deserve to be pulled over immediately. Luckily for this situation, there was one waiting for him just a little further down. Stop. Generally, when you see traffic coming at you, you stop well before they'll hit you.
Jesus Christ. Buddy, holy shit. Thank you.
Just so you're all aware, you're supposed to slow down for pedestrians in a crosswalk. Definitely not speed right by them, and a cyclist who is following the rules. You know he saw our driver coming, so this being intentional makes it way worse. They didn't even have to wait that much longer. 2 seconds, and they could have just driven off. You gotta love a good hidden bike cop. I kind of forget they're a thing sometimes. Just because you're in a Mercedes doesn't give you the right to drive like a fool. Well, this karma didn't take long at all. This is the worst road to speed on. Everyone can see you coming from a mile away. It's really easy to spot a speeder at nighttime when the red lights are gone in the blink of an eye. How many of those red light runners do you think he ended up stopping?
I think that's really the answer, because Putin is killer. He's a thug.
This cop wasn't messing around, and they whizzed over right behind this speeder.
Stop Mr. Sullivan's ticket and
It looks like this red car is speeding too, but they're lucky that the cop is busy with the first speeder.
That should take a half hour or so. We're in recess until then. She stood and looked at Bourne. You're excused, but don't go anywhere, she said. Bourne got up. May I approach the bench, Your Honor? Meyer asked. Sultan blinked. What part of we are in recess are you having a problem with, Miss Meyer? She asked.
It's not me,
Please,
because I'm
Your
smart.
Honor, Meyer said. Sultan sat, grumpily, and motioned Meyer and Holloway forward. We need to talk about the disposition.
And that's what happens when you stop paying attention. This cop wasn't even hiding.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
He
right
was
in
in front of a
front of-
cop. Ha,
Wow.
ha, ha, ha. And he's pulling him over. Yes. Works for me. Ha, 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 ha.
Yes.
That made my day. I don't know.
Someone really wanted a head start on this light. Lane splitters must have no fear, because it barely looked like there was enough room for them. When the power goes out, no one knows how to drive properly anymore. It took me a while to realize that they were driving backwards, but what you can't see is the fact that they're screaming out the window the whole time. Justice is served. I definitely need to see this happen more often.
You felt that way. She needed motivation to lose that weight because she didn't feel good at her weight.
There's no excuse for this. There's a no U-turn sign hanging up, and if you just look right, you'll spot the biker cop.
Some of the things that he was saying.
He's working to both assassinate in character and paint himself in a sympathetic light.
I lost a wife, okay? I got over being the persecuted, and it's very hard, okay, to mourn when you're being...
It's bad enough when you pull this illegal move on a regular driver, but it's just embarrassing to do it to a cop. Not even sure how this happened, but you know it's bad when no one even bothers going when the light turns green. I know it's nighttime, but this is right in front of a school. You know there's kids that live in the area then.
Excellent. Excellent.
Considering how fast they were going, you know that they didn't even bother looking. Being impatient doesn't give you a free pass to be an idiot and a fool. Gotta love when the lights come on without any hesitation. At least they don't have to wait for the police to arrive and he got to see everything.
Are you gonna stay with?
This fool really had to pass and speed in a residential area like this. Driver wasn't already going fast enough.
Is he on the other side of the street?
Yep.
Huh?
There was the cop.
I guess he's in a mad rush. Oh yeah. Did he get him?
Well, we'll see.
Yay! Oh, I wanted to go on like.
Oh, there you go.
I wanted to go straight on.
I hope to get him.
This street race was over before it could really begin. I guess we'll never know who the better driver was. Talk about perfect timing for instant karma. You gotta love when you're in the right place at the right time. Usually when you make this much of a scene, you're going to draw the attention of everyone around you. At least check to see if there's a cop sitting right there. That whole median there isn't built for your car to drive over it. You're not in a 4x4. This driver must have forgotten that red means stop, but I'm sure they've got the message now. I know that it's really dark, but you're supposed to stay in your lane when turning like this. The carpooling lane is not your own little autobahn. The speed limit still applies. Someone should teach them about the right-of-way at a four-way stop. Clearly, they missed that lesson. Oh, barely running a red light still counts as running one. Our driver followed this guy for a long time, trying to help him and signal him, but clearly this driver isn't one for noticing details. It takes serious guts and a lack of brain cells to cut off someone at a red light like this, and they're even driving a U-Haul to make things worse. Where were they even planning to go? They looked like they were going to turn, but suddenly had a change of heart. Either way, it's a red light. Their bobbing and weaving might be clean, but their ability to get away from the cop isn't. I know that we've seen quite a few speeders so far, but this guy has got to be the fastest one. I think it's safe to say that someone wasn't paying attention to which light turned green. Definitely not the straight lane.
I have that on video, goddammit.
I'm really confused on what the master plan was here. It was almost impossible to miss their turn, but somehow they managed. With the cop right there. It's not even close to being a yellow anymore. Click the video on the screen to watch more.